Very often we have people asking us, saying that our content creation tool, the tool that tries to help you decide what you should be writing about, isn't picking up a topic that you've written about a lot. And I wanted to show why this happens and why it's important to understand as well. So I've been writing this internal linking guide for the InLinks.net website. And you can get this from the dashboard or from the content tab. Both of them are there. I've not put it onto the website yet. It's still in draft mode, so it's still in the text editor. And it's got a page score at the moment of 82. But when I have a look at the page score and click on the page score of 82, it'll go to the guide itself, and this is how you learn to write better content. And you'll see down here that the phrase internal links is not recognized as a topic that we've explained or used, which is very interesting because our competitors have used it 11 times on average. One's used it once and one's used it 27 times. And it still says that we've not used it. Now, the interesting thing here is that if I go into the editor, this is the text that I've been writing and optimizing, and have a look at it. If I type in internal links into a Control F at the top here, then we can see that it's appeared on the page something like 9 times. Well, exactly 9 times. And yet, our NLP algorithm is saying it's not really talking about internal links. And it's only when you have a look at what you've written that this becomes important, because if you have a look, it's mentioned it twice in the summary right at the top, but it's written it in a way that suggests that the user already understands what internal links are, because the internal links are actually describing some other concept, in this case internal linking. And then as we see the next paragraph, internal links are helping to describe the benefits of internal linking. Further down, we do talk about internal links at a header, but we're talking about internal links done manually. So what we're talking about here is how to manually do internal linking, and all the way through, every time we've mentioned internal links, we've not done anything to really help the user understand what it is that we're talking about. So if we go back to the topic analysis here, the first thing that we should be doing is checking that our concept of internal links is right. Perhaps internal links is something to do with, I don't know, chainmail on a crusader or something. Yes, it is correct that in this case, internal links does mean exactly what we think it should mean. It's also given me a possible related question down here. What does an internal link mean? So perhaps I could use that as a way to write a little bit of extra content that will help me to fill it in. I don't want to just copy what's already there, because that's probably somebody else who's written that. So I've written my own little bit of text here that basically has said, what are internal links? And I'm going to cut and paste that into my editor here. I'm going to put it a little bit under. I'm not going to put it in my summary. I'm going to make my internal. I should probably make that an H2, to be honest with you. I think some of the other ones here are H3. I'll probably fix all that later. I'm going to save the text. Don't forget to save the text if you're using the editor, because if you don't save the text and you just update the analysis, it will update it on the other data first. So update it now. It's now reanalyzing the content, and it's now still got a score of 82 because I have been talking about enough kind of topics, but now the concept of internal links has been picked up. And not only has it picked it up, but it's noted that I've talked about it quite a lot. In fact, I've talked about it now something like 16 times. Now it's picked up the concept properly, and so it's well and truly represented. And I think that this is important because it shows another side to the phrase semantic SEO, because sometimes things are in the semantics of how you write something. It's not to say that Google wouldn't pick up the concept of internal links, but generally the InLinks algorithm, NLP algorithm, is more aggressive at picking up topics. And the reason it does that is that we can then translate those topics into schema. But if we can't find it, then there's a very good chance that the Google doesn't find it either. So do pay attention to these topics, particularly at the top. Don't get overly worried, but bear in mind that there is probably quite a good reason why our program is not picking up your topic or your content.